Confucius says, "A man who seeks knowledge goes on the internet. A man who keeps seeking knowledge stops using the internet." So, you boot Deus Ex, you make a character, you watch the intro, and now you're in the Liberty Island. You look around, but something is missing. What is it? The Twin Towers. Why are they missing? Hard to say.
9/11.
Some people say planes got hijacked and they went into the towers. Others say that there wasn't even airplanes.
Understanding video compositing, both its capabilities and its limitations, goes a long way towards solving 9/11.
Some say that they saw dancing Israelis. Some say it was a nuclear bomb. But why are they missing in-game? After all, the game was set before September 2001, so they should be there, right? Yeah, and Coca-Cola still has Coke in it, right? Is Pepsi okay? Anyway, if we browse the internet and ask the question ourselves, the answer is the Twin Towers were removed due to memory limitations.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
And that's it, boys. Time to pack it. Explanation is done. Don't question anything. And now we have more time to binge watch Family Guy Funny Moments compilation. What more can you ask for? But wait a minute. What kind of answer is that? That doesn't answer anything. What memory limitations? Do you have an idea how easy it is to try that theory? It's not like it's an impossible task to just get the Twin Towers inside of the game. And yeah, I modded the game so the Twin Towers are now inside of the game. And now in glorious 4K software render, you can visualize what memory limitations never allowed us to see. All of this fitting in a whopping 11 kilobytes of file and using 3 textures. Also adding to this could in theory be made with just 6 triangles. But I made it using 3 boxes because I don't know how to do a flat brush in the editor. Oops. I don't really want to be the actually guy, but geez, why is this one rumor so spread? Every other post about it online has the same cookie cutter explanation. My explanation is that it just took one person to make stuff up and the entire broken telephone of the internet never stopped at it. But let's look at some examples. Emodium says, this was due to a textual limitations that arose during the game's development, but the in-universe explanation for the missing towers is that they were destroyed in a terrorist attack. There's no in-game explanation for anything, Emodium. It's bad enough that we have one lie here, but now there's 2 lies. No way this is gonna get any worse, right? Let's go to the bastion of facts, Wikipedia. And the actual Wikipedia says, due to memory constraints, the Twin Towers were omitted from the level Skybox and the game's lore justified it by claiming that they had been attacked, seen as an uncanny prediction as the game had been released a year prior to 9/11. Jeez. The best of this one is citation needed, check on it. Citation needed indeed. Source? Okay. The bastion of facts as follows. Okay, we have the bastion of gaming journalists here to back up our case. What does Kotaku have to say about this? Something to do with memory constraints. So in game's fiction, the towers were destroyed by terrorists. Good job, Kotaku. You nailed it again. Alpha the Chows chimes in with, the skybox was too large, so they halved and mirrored it. Wow, that's a pretty big claim. But as you can see here, the entire thing is just one set piece. Only the bits at the end are mirrored, and these bits here at the back are just mixture of textures.
Did you know, in the original Deus Ex game released in 2000, the Twin Towers are missing. The reason was due to graphical limitations. However, in the in-game explanation, they were destroyed by a terrorist attack. So, kind of a coincidence.
If you look at the skyline, there's 2 buildings missing, the Twin Towers. Even crazier is that the game acknowledges that they were destroyed by terrorists. Allegedly, they were excluded from the timeline because of memory constraints. What do you think?
Domino NX says, the game's manual explained it. Well, case closed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
No. Game manual doesn't explain anything. Neither does the design document of Deus Ex. Neither does the Majestic's Revelations document. The cup brings its own take. He says that there were technical reasons for not being included, since the towers would be higher than the Skybox could fit. Factually wrong. How big do you think that the Twin Towers looked on the horizon, dude? Polaris Entropy has that there were actually textual limitations and repeats a bit about the mirror Skybox, which you can just look at it and tell it's not mirrored. I mean, do I have to keep going with this? Yes, I do. TV Tropes also parrots that it's due to technical limitations. Did you know gaming adds another bit of trivia? The Twin Towers exist in the game data files and were simply left out by mistake. Factually wrong. There is an unused texture of a skyline that has the Twin Towers, but they are not a texture of the Twin Towers left in the game that was unused. And finally, we have two game developers in 2010 saying that the World Trade Center fell victim to a lack of memory, saying that the skyline texture that included never made into the map. Well, there's no way for us to know if they actually made into the map or not. As you can see in this early screenshot, there's a weird skyline with a bunch of Twin Towers, which doesn't actually look like the in-game texture that was left unused, which is this one, in case you're wondering. So anyway, with this bit of restoration, and with the knowledge that 11 kilobytes was not the straw that broke the camel's back, we just need to hear it from the man himself, the explanation for it.
But you know, the freaky thing, did you notice in the skyline on the city of New York, there's no Twin Towers?
Huh, really?
Yeah, it's a little freaky.
Kind of prescient, really.
Yeah, entirely coincidental, but this game about terrorism, and the Twin Towers are not part of the New York City skyline, although every other building on there, with a few exceptions that we added to show that it was the future, everything else is a real building, but we got rid of the Twin Towers. And I wish I could say we did it on purpose and we were, sort of seeing the future, but it was actually just a mistake. The guy, the artist who did the Skybox just left them out, and it sort of worked out in an unfortunate sort of way.
Well, that said, can we just let this one die out? Mythbuster?